everyone. Welcome to class. Today we want to take a look at resources, specifically physical or natural resources. I want you to take a look around wherever you're sitting right now, in your living room, in your bedroom. And I want you to identify certain things that you have around you. Look for a chair, probably your bed, a bottle of water, a glass, the tiles on the floor, the clothes that you are wearing. Where did these things come from? What are they made of? Resources. This is where they came from. Now, resources are things that are used by people, used by us, humans, to satisfy our needs and wants. Of course, you want a phone, you want a car, you want a television, you want a house, whether it's a concrete house or a wooden house. You need to drink water, you need to eat food. So these are our resources, things that we use to satisfy our needs and wants. And we use those resources, as we said, to produce the things that we need. So you need a phone, you use materials from our environment to produce a phone. You need a car, we use materials from our environment to produce a car. So this is our topic for today, resources. But we have our physical resources. And these are the gifts of nature. Things that nature gives us or have gifted to us that we can use to make other things. These are our natural or physical resources. So we find these things in our environment, our rivers, our lakes, gold, petroleum, water, sand, sunlight, wind. We use these things. We did not put these things there. They were given to us by nature, and we use these things from our environment in making things for our use. Natural or physical resources can either be renewable or non-renewable. When we use renewable resources, we can get more of them. Example, water, sunlight, wind, animals, or the forest. Anytime you use water, you will get more. Anytime you use the sunlight, you will get more. Anytime you use the wind, does the wind ever stop blowing? No. Animals will reproduce and make more. The forest, we can replant. So these are the renewable resources. We can get them again. If we use them, we can get more. That doesn't mean we should just use them recklessly. But nature has gifted us with enough. So the more we use responsibly, we can always get more. But there are a set of resources that if we use them, we are not able to get more in a short period of time. We have to wait millions of years to get these resources back again. And these are our non-renewable resources. When we use up non-renewable resources, it is very difficult to get more. You may want more, but you cannot get it right now. It takes a very, very long time to make more. For example, petroleum, oil, soils, and gold. Whenever we take them and we use them to create the things that we want, it is going to be difficult to get them back. So we have renewable. If we use, we can get more. And non-renewable resources. If we use them and we use all, we are not going to be able to get more in a short space of time. It takes years, millions of years, to form an inch of soil. So you can really imagine that we need to be very conscious of how we use our non-renewable resources. All right, so let's just look at some examples. This is an example of a river, which is water, provides us with water. And you know we have many uses for our water, all right? And essential for our life. So we get water from our rivers. And our rivers, that's part of our natural or physical resources. Diamonds. This is a rough diamond. It is not on a ring as yet, just came from a diamond mine. Nobody has cut it, nobody has polished it. And it is a non-renewable resource. There's a limited supply of diamonds. I know it may look like everybody is wearing what we call ice, and they're all over, but there's a limited supply of diamonds, so we have to be wise in how much we take out. Soil. Your country probably boasts of having some nice, rich, dark, fertile soil. And this is another very valuable natural resource. Agriculture is based on it. That's where we get our food from. So this resource is a non-renewable resource. So we want to make sure that we use our soils wisely and we prevent erosion so that we can have it to produce our food to eat. So this is soil. Sand. Lots of us might be wondering, but sand, what do we use sand for? Well, sand is used to make glass. So this is another very valuable resource that we have. It's almost in abundance all over. We have black sand beaches, we have white sand beaches. So we have sand as a physical or natural resource in our environment. So we have use for sand as well. So next time you go to the beach and your feet are in the sand and you figure, oh, it's very uncomfortable, just think of that glass of water that you will have when you go home. That's what it's based from. And then we have animals. We use a turtle right here to represent animals as part of our natural or physical environment. And we eat a lot of animals, not specifically a turtle, because we want to preserve some of these sea turtles as well. But this represents our food, our livelihood. So animals also form part of our natural or physical resources. So let's review. As we said, resources, things in our environment that we use to produce our needs and wants. We're looking at physical or natural resources, and these resources are gifts of nature. We did not put them there as human beings. They were put there by nature, and we have access to them. We can use them to produce what we need and what we want. Physical or natural resources can be renewable. In other words, if we use, we'll get more. We still have to use it wisely, but we will get more, either through reproduction or replanting, or the water cycle ensures that we have a nice continuous supply of water. And we have non-renewable. If we take all out, we are not going to get more. At least not for a very, very long time, not in our lifetime, millions of years. So we have to be very conscious of that when we are looking at specifically our non-renewable resources. So we have to use them wisely. So things like petroleum that we get our gas products from, etc. Things like gold and diamond. There's a limited supply of these things. If we take all of them out, we are not going to get more for future use. So if you still want to wear your gold and your diamonds and your jewelry, just think that we need to be a little bit conscious of how we are using our non-renewable resources. Thank you, everybody, and see you next class.